Good afternoon, everyone. This is Pastor Mark here to bring you a few greetings this afternoon. We are in the middle of our annual conference week right now, and we've got a number of meetings to attend today and tomorrow and Saturday. But those of us who are clergy, just got out of a meeting with our Bishop Grant Hagia, who reminded us of our founder's guidance to us to do no harm, to do good, and to stay in love with God. And those are things that guide my life, and I know that many of you are aware of those three simple rules. Perhaps you've even read some material on that. To me, they're a very good way to remember some guidance on the Christian life and how we need to conduct ourselves as Christians in the world. When it comes to doing no harm, of course, right now we're trying to protect and safeguard those who are most vulnerable among us. When it comes to thinking through the processes for coming back to in-person worship, we're really trying to be very cautious and mindful of those who we want to protect. All of us, but there are some that are more vulnerable, of course. Then when it comes to doing good, the second principle, we have the racial injustice in our society and in our institutions that we need to deal with, and even in our own hearts. That white privilege and that implicit bias that many of us live with and are very unaware of much of the time. And so we have much work to do as the church, as a society, to really do good, and we have a chance to make positive change in our world because of the protests that have arisen and called our attention to this in a new way. So, thirdly, stay in love with God. I think to me that means taking care to be in worship, to pray, to do some devotional reading, to do other things that are spiritual practices for you. It may be walking, it may be singing in private. Just want to remind you of that. It could be lots of things for you that get you in touch with the divine in this life and the sacred. So I encourage you to remember those three things that our bishop reminded us of today. And lastly, I just want to say that we have started a worship series called Beguiled by Beauty that will be going on for a number of weeks. And I hope that this is a meaningful and inspiring and nourishing time of worship for you. And I would like to just encourage you to, if you are appreciating it and getting something out of it, to share it with someone. I know some of you are already doing this, but I just want to put that little nudge out there for you to think about sharing the worship service. And you can do that by forwarding an email, by directing people to our website, or by sharing it on Facebook. And that way others will see it and can take part in it as well. And that just expands our reach of our church and our message. And I think that's something we want to try to do in this time. So God bless you, and be well, be safe, and we will see one another again. We'll get through this together. All right.